right into the game. Swap all these things around and turn off my music because we're in StarCraft. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the OlimoLeague. It's a fresh best of 3. It's the semifinals. We should be casting both of these unless some sort of hiccup comes along. But I, of course, have the pleasure of being joined by Namshar this wonderful morning. Say hello, dude.
Hello, everyone.
We finally got you a Zerg, man.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Alright, and it's a good one, too. Spawning in the top left corner of the map, it is the red Zerg player from CM Storm. Give it up for Revival.
Yeah. And in the bottom right, we've got our pink Tyrant player. It is Keen.
So Keen, actually, it's weird. Keen's had to go through what is almost strictly like TV. In fact, it is. He's only fought TVTs up to the semifinals.
Right.
And on the other side of the semifinals, like Alive has only fought TVPs over there. Like our Terran players not getting a lot of diversity in their matchups. Keen being the first one to really change it up.
Yeah. So I'm sure he'll be happy about that, but I'm not too sure where his TVC is at. He's, he seems to have a really nice strategic mind in TVT with a lot of really nice positioning and decision making, but TVC is almost strictly about mechanics. You're sure you can pull up nice decision making and moves in TVC as well, but a lot of it comes down to just mechanics. At least if you go for the macro game, if you're all-inning or something, it's a completely different case, but yeah, mechanics a very big part of this matchup.
And like back in the day when Ohana was like part of the regular map pool, it was Ohana, it was Daybreak, like these are the maps you would actually see longer games on. But the one thing that this does boil down for Zerg, no matter, like we're talking mechanics, perhaps we're getting too far ahead of ourselves, because let's be honest, I'm sure one thing that hasn't changed is this third base is a bitch to take for Zerg. I mean, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky until you can get those rocks down. It's a bit painful, yeah.
But I feel too like what's really cool is like, well, we've seen a lot of actual balance changes be applied since Ohana was in the map pool. Obviously, nothing applying to rocks has really come into effect. But with maps like Deadwing, forcing Zerg players to work on rocks much earlier to deal with like those tank drops and such, like I really wouldn't be too shocked for a Revival to actually just take these down pretty quick or not have like a problem dealing with them. But at the same time, like I kind of want to see like, I wish we would see like Supernova versus Revival or something on this map. Like somewhere where you can just like rush tanks across the map and like do some dumb positioning or something. I don't know. Like a lot of the weirder pros I want to see play on the new maps because I know they're gonna have the fun stuff like MMA, Lily Canine. Like I'm talking Terrans obviously here, guys. These are the guys who are gonna come up with like weird strategies and play differently, I guess. But
yeah. I'd imagine tanks on the high ground above or next to the third base, like where the fourth of the Zerg would be, could be pretty damn scary to deal with.
It's general. Either way, Reaper does get into the base. Sees that he pulled off of gas, saw the pool spinning, so he knows it's gonna be that really quick, like 6-ish minute speed timing.
Yeah, pull first into pretty quick speed. So I don't know. I've seen a lot of Koreans go for this opener recently. Not really something I'm a big fan of myself, but it's very safe. So it's if you're confident versus your opponent, then it's of course a good thing to do.
Dude, have you been seeing this like disgusting build QXC's been putting out lately? TVZ.
Not sure.
He does like the double factory Hellbat Marauder push. Like, it's something where I feel like you scout it.
That, no.
I feel like if you scout this, you shut it down so easily, right? But like before lag started hitting him, he went like 2-0 versus Scarlet doing that build like back to back. He won IEM versus Violet to qualify. I mean, like QXC's TVZ is really impressing me right now. Like every build he does, I'm like, oh man, I gotta take notes. Like I gotta try to apply this.
Yeah, all right. Sounds scary. I'll give you that for sure. But yeah, like you said, maybe if the Zerg opens Overlord speed or something, you scout it. It shouldn't be a problem. But if you don't scout something like that, it's very strong.
Well, I bring it up because I want to pose this question to you. For those who don't know, by the way, just a quick TLDR. Namshar is a Grandmaster Zerg player. He plays competitively. He's beaten some pretty good players in the past. But my question for you is like a lot of those strategies are really cool and they hit hard, and I don't know if they're tailored to like say maps like Deadwing and Foxtrot or whatever. But do you think a lot of those strategies can be adapted for these shorter maps? Like, do you think it's better? Do you think it's worse? I mean, obviously the maps affect the playstyle pretty heavily, but is it by that much?
Yeah, not necessarily. I mean, yeah, if you don't, it comes down to if the Zerg can scout it or not, right? Like if the Zerg makes the right defenses, then I don't think the map will matter that much. Of course, on a shorter map, it's gonna hit quicker, but I think the big thing is if the Zerg can scout it or not. Because if you scout it, it's not really gonna matter what map it is, right? So it plays a factor, but it all comes down to information and you know, a reaction to the information most of the time. So. But okay, we got Marines and Hellions now coming across the map, and 4-5 Queens in position for revival. That's a lot of Queens.
4 Marines, like 6 Marines is a lot. 4 Marines is like what you use to kill Queens, right? But then, like this push, this is gonna kill the Queens most of the time. It usually doesn't end the game because players do what Revival's doing right now, is you get Banelings out. Oh man, so you get some pretty sick connects on these Banelings too. Don't quite connect to those Hellbats, so those are what you really need to shut down. But 6 Queens, Namshar.
Oh my god, yeah, he's.
I love this Queen heavy opening like this. Oh man, I'm in love with this. Like, Impact is someone who's pretty notorious for going like 5 Queens really in a TVZ most of the time, CVZ as well. I love Queen heavy openings though. They work so well. They're such good defenders. I mean, it's weird, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Ohana was, this was before Queens got the range buff, right? No? Like, I know it was Antigua was like still a short Queen range. Can't quite remember which patch that Queen range buff came into effect for, though.
It came in during Antigua. I'm quite sure. So I'm not sure if Ohana was out at that point. Yeah. Don't know, but yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit. Okay, actually, Revival is making a lot of Zerglings, so I'll have to talk about that at another time. Yeah, it's gonna go for a Ling Bane off of 3 gases, which is quite interesting. Normally you do this off of like 2, but yeah, so he's gonna be able to make a lot of Banelings.
This is a really scary move. It's one of those things where I gotta feel like if this gets unscouted, Revival wins, and he's doing a good job of being unscouted so far. But the Banshee's about to see something's up.
Wow.
Look at that. Look at that Banshee. Oh my god, what a godsend.
Oh.
But can he do anything about this? I mean, this is so freaking many Banelings. He's gonna kill probably about like a 4th of them with the Banshee. Like, the DPS is that good, but still, even with like half the Baneling force, you can still bust up this ramp.
Yeah, already plus SC summons the Mace. Yeah, so that's the thing. He defended that attack so convincingly. Revival did. He had the great defenses, so now he feels like he's, you know, ahead. So he might be able to pull this off. And a lot of people's gonna go down there. 3 of them gonna go straight into the main, I'd imagine.
So heavy. He's gotta be careful though, because like these Hellbats on the ramp are a big deal.
He has to kill the deepos into the main. And not enough Banelings now. Wow.
Yeah, but you know what? He's gonna kill his 3rd, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah, that sucks for Keen. That was so close to finishing, but Keen did transfer his SCVs into the main at a very early time, so that was a sick move by him.
Huge.
Revival were looking for those SCVs in the natural, but they were already in the main, right? So very nice by him to save those. 3rd CC dying, that's a bit of a problem, because Revival has 18 drones already at his 3rd base.
Yeah, here's my argument for this attack. Like, that was a failed all-in, because when you all-in like that, you're meant to win the game. But I feel like the damage he did, like canceling that 3rd, like that was adequate enough to justify the fact that he didn't cut drones for this really early. Like his drone count is still pretty nice. I mean, I think this kind of levels out the game, so to speak.
Yeah, personally, I'd give an edge to Revival as well. I mean, that was really good for like the CC was so close to finish as well.
Oh,
these Queens actually getting killed off. Oh, that's
for free too. That's what really sucks. They're what you need for the Banshees.
Yeah, there's no Spore covering the outer parts of this 3rd base. He's going to be able to clean up these Hellbats and Marines, but there's no answer for the Banshees, really. Oh, actually, the Marines stay alive. Wow. Some more Banshees coming in now, though.
Actually, yeah, nice
pick up.
Man, these Banshees have picked up so many Banelings this game. Like, this one Banshee has like 24 kills on it, man. 10 on the other. This is actually, you said a slight edge to Keen, or to Revival, but like, it's not about Keen or Revival, it's about these 2 Banshees.
Yeah. Yeah, those Banshees are doing a lot in Spores, repositioning, and then the Banshees move and focus firing Banelings, very nice. So he's doing everything he can to get back into this game, and he's getting the damage done. These Banshees.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Meantime, we still try to break down these rocks. This kind of sucks because this should have been a while ago.
Oh my god. Yeah, if it wasn't for those Banshees, I really like Revival's position in the game, but those Banshees have done so much. 32 kills and 19 kills?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just a bit of a big deal. Just
Jesus.
a bit. Here's the thing too, when you look at the used loss tab like this, guys, normally the Banelings that show up here are only Banelings that actually get physically killed, targeted down. It doesn't show ones that detonated. So keep in mind, 22 Banelings have actually been killed this game through combination of Banshees or whatever.
That's incredible. So 30C does finish up for Key now.
actually gets like 4 more kills on those drones. He starts a macro hatchery here in the main.
Oh,
okay, it was a bit of miscontrol, but
mm-hmm.
the other ones did so much damage. I think we can write it off.
Yeah.
This Widowmine drop I find is a little bit odd, mostly because of the fact that like he's already got detection down, but at the same time these hit so hard and they don't trigger the attack warning. I think that's the biggest deal. Like when you come with a Widowmine drop, there's no like, oh, your base is under attack. Like you have to actually be actively paying attention. So fantasy use on this, not that big of a deal.
I actually really dislike this, to be honest. I don't understand the idea behind it, because it's gonna come down to Revival making a mistake for those Widowmines to ever do damage. Whereas if you just drop Marines, they can hit like from far away onto the drones. You know.
I agree in that regard, but keep in mind, like, I mean, the idea is like the potential of a Widowmine is way greater than the Marines at the end of the day. So there's a chance. It's a gamble, is what he's doing, right? Like. But this is not a gamble. This is a for sure thing. Pushing down the middle of the map with double the army supply. Like, when did this spiral so hardcore? Revival has got no army supply to speak of. He's down in upgrades. I mean, 1-1's only halfway finished. Keen pulls back, but I kind of feel like if Keen kept pushing, may have very well won.
Yeah, I actually like it. I think he's just cleared the creep on the left side, and now he's just gonna roll over to the right side, clear this creep, and just play it really methodically and get rid of the creep and do a slow push instead of risking going deep on creep. So I actually like this move. It finally does scam those creep tumors on the right side, and it's gonna cancel the 4th as well. So yeah, I like his movements here. But yeah, he does have enough to kind of push his luck, but he's just being safe about it, right? There's no reason to risk anything. And this is a lot of Marines, so that 4th is gonna be cancelled. Would like to see a scan go down on this creep as well. Just do it, very nice. It's looking fantastic for Keen, yeah. And I mean, Revival being so far behind in army supplies is he had to drone for so long, right? Like he made a drone count that was really good, and then the Banshees did so much damage. He just had to keep droning for so long, and not only did his economy suffer, but he had to keep making drones instead of army as well. So yeah, he does have a lot less out on the field right now. And upgrades just finishing now, but Keen's 2-2 is about to finish, or at least +2 attack, so that's a big problem for Revival. And second factory finished up now. A second reactor actually, instead of a tech lab. Oh, meanwhile Revival trying to get a strand on this army. A lot of banelings rolling in.
Yeah, the banelings are gonna be problematic, but it is off a creep. Keen's not really microing or spreading though. Like, I kind of like he just abandoned the army. Like his hands just flew up the keyboard and said, "Take it." That was so weird.
Yeah, you got really caught off guard there. And like, meanwhile, 2 Banshees coming into the 3rd and dropping the natural.
I guess there's 3 drops going on, so that's where his attention was split. Or sorry, well, I guess 2 drops in the Banshee attack, but like, still, that's so hard to justify giving away a whole army for nothing like that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he was just not ready for it. I guess he just didn't expect it. So it was a good move by Revival to catch the turn armor like that, because that's he couldn't ask for a better fight than that. Like,
so it's still 2-2 over 1-1. As you see, the Marines are just soaking those hits. A couple banelings go off, but Revival went back to droning like through that harass. Like he's like, I got this, no problem. So might not be on a 4th base, but he keeps his economy where it needs to be. In fact, 75 drones might be a little much considering the supply difference that there was earlier, but. Yeah, this army actually so Marauder heavy. He's got to back up. He's got to keep so much of this alive to deal with the mutas afterwards. There we go. Good splits out of Keen. Yeah.
Yeah. So the 2-2 upgrades there, you just really doing really well versus those Zerglings. 1-1 Zerglings not doing too well versus the 2-2 Marines, and the Marauders tank really nicely as well. Just killing all this creep, and yeah, looks like Keen's got this, man. He's up by a lot in supply.
Yeah, it's normally you're like, oh, this could still go the other way, right? But there's so many Marauders in this, it's no longer about like accidentally losing your army to banelings. This should never happen. He does have his army split up pretty badly. They'll go for that creep spread. A little bit greedy, but again, that's what he's afforded to do with his supply lead.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of Widowmines getting caught there, but reinforcements coming in from the left-hand side now should be able to
there's so many Marines.
Clean this up.
Over,
yeah, that's it.
I mean, good game. Revival held that early aggression quite nicely, but Keen just said he's got the macro game. What it comes down to. So